Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, July 22nd. Looking at Window Traders' market profile of the ES and NQ. So once again, we take out both sides of the IB in both ES and an NQ. In fact, we took out ES's IB high first, then the IB low, and then took out the IB high again as we made new highs. That's the 53rd time this year in ES. Now, we did get into the single prints from the 18th, but didn't fill them. Remember, we have two sets. So ES got into the first set, didn't fill them. If we open inside of today's range tomorrow in ES, you're going to need your hard hats. All we had was that 8-wide POC. That's it. The big thing, though, is we put the daily back to balance in both ES and in NQ. NQ also had an 8-wide POC, and that's it. Nothing else to lean on. Righty, the big star today, as they go out with an afternoon pullback in G, two sets of upside single prints, a price probe, and an outside day up as they took out Friday's low and Friday's high. Still balanced though, okay? So all three of us are in balance on the daily. Righty's up on their weekly. ES and NQ is balance on the daily. Very tedious afternoon, to say the least. Had a good day, the majority of it in the morning. First trade of the day, I front ran the overnight high in ES in A period, which worked initially as it came down. As soon as the market opened, I took the short and it came in. It was very nice. Then, though, once we got the overnight high, started looking for longs with the ebb and flow because you had higher value, you had indices higher, and you had the overnight high. So between the ebb and flow and then on the 9:45 turnover with the algos pushing up, that paid. So it was a very good A period. B period, I actually took a long in ES because I didn't think we were going to go trend down when we pushed. Remember, this is what we do in the room. I did it on the video this morning, and I said in the room at 9:15. I said, if we get the overnight high and then push back along against the afternoon rally high and or value high is very nice in ES. Boy, oh boy, it was in B period. I did that, and did okay on that. Then in D period, I took a long in NQ. Actually, I missed to take the short to break the IB low. I was just not quick enough. I did take the long against overnight halfback, which paid nicely. Okay? And then in E period, we had a trend day down, believe it or not, in NQ. I was short in NQ and E period, made on that, on a couple of those. Then once they filled the single prints, I'm like, well, maybe we'll get an afternoon rally high. I took a short initially when we filled the singles, which paid, and then again when it pushed higher, thinking it could be a possible afternoon rally high. Now, I got paid and it wasn't, because then G went higher. Made money on that, thinking we might have an afternoon rally high. And then in J period, also short. And by this time, I knew there was no afternoon rally high. But we were still inside the day's range. Took a short in J. Did not think we were going to go and go trend up or even take out the IB high at that point. And we didn't, and did okay on that. And then obviously they did finally take out. I'm sorry, I took the short when they took out A's high. I didn't think they would go trend. And they didn't, and did okay on that. And that was the last trade. I couldn't get myself to buy these grinds, even though at the time, value, indice, and everything else was in favor of the bulls. Still turned out to be a good day. Good range for both of us. Volume stunk, though. So today's high is 16 in ES, and then filling the first set of single prints at 22.50. I'm not going to, we're 8 wide, but I don't use it, but it's at 06.50. And then today's low is 72.75. In SPY, today's high is 555.27. First set of singles get filled at 64. Again, today's low is 551.02. And then just quickly on the chart. So here's the daily. It's back into balance. Now again, we were talking in the room. I'm going to use a 4-day balance. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, today. Why? Because that gap up above is a big thing to me. So I need the bulls to take out Wednesday's high to come out of balance. Some people might call it, up if we take out today's high tomorrow. Again, it's all subjective. Whatever you feel you want to use, you can. It's not right or wrong. But for now, to me, it's just a 4-day balance, and we closed above the 20-day moving average. Pretty good. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.